Hello, 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 Brummy Wonders here. I've got a spare half an hour before the MOT on the KA, so whilst we're in the garage, and I think I've already posted the video, or I'll put it here, on how to remove the two pain in the arse bolts from underneath where that torsion bar stops you extracting the main bolts that hold the master cylinder in place. It was incredibly easy for some reason, so grab yourself a hammer and watch this. So, the problem you're going to have is the bolts are here and they foul the torsion bar, both of them, and it's just the two, and these hold the master cylinder in place within here, and there's two nuts on the other side which I've already removed, which was surprisingly easy to do, but they're just these. The socket I used for that was a was it 1932s? I will find it just to confirm, but it was a mad size, but it worked. I think it was this one. That wasn't the 5/8. Let me just find it. It might still be up there. Where have I put that? Oh, bugger. Of course I've lost it. What's this? Yeah, 1932s. Okay, that was the one for the bolts anyway. Don't know if these are original, but maybe I'm going to help you. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people, because this is the torsion bar, part of the suspension system essentially, which adds rigidity to the whole car. As you can see, not a chance of you getting those out. Now, all I've used is this. Now, this is actually a cheap hammer as well. I think it's part of the Trojan kit that you get. I don't know what shop, probably an Aldi job to be honest. But here we go. I'm going to show you what I think is working a treat. So if I just stick that there. So you basically want to get it in between the two bolts. You want to go in sideways with it so you can get some clearance. And then once you're in, getting this bolt out is completely possible. And for the second one, can I? There we go. So that's it. One hammer, two bolts are out. Fantastic. You antique bods out there want to let me know if these are the originals or not. That'd be really cool to just know. But they look in great nick, to be honest, so who knows? So the good news is we haven't had any more leaks from the master cylinder area since I loosened that off yesterday, the day before, so we know we're not losing too much in the way of the brake lines themselves are fine. What we're going to do now is get around this other side, oops, am I covering that with my finger, and get out the the brake lines basically. So we're going to lose a lot of fluid now, but hey ho. And just another tip for you, to get adequate lighting underneath cars or wherever you're working, over the steering wheel, in the bonnet, buy yourself a push bike rechargeable USB light. You can strobe if you fancy a party, obviously, which is always fun. But yeah, you can wrap that around because it's designed with a rubber strap to wrap around any bar on your motorbike or push bike. I mean, probably push bike, and it wraps around anything. So we've currently got it around the actual drive shaft, and which means you can see exactly what we're doing here. And what we're doing now is taking this out, and then we'll have a look inside the car to remove this one. But yeah, this is the main concern right now. I don't know if I've got the right spanner, but I've picked something up, and maybe, oh, it's perfect. So you're going to be looking at the 7/16s, and I think these also loosen off the front brake nipples. Yeah, that's coming off fine. So that's going to start leaking, so we'll get the bucket ready. Oh my god, what a nightmare to do this with two hands. And a lot of people would suggest you use the version of a spanner that has a slot in it, so you like a flared one, so you can get at this without chewing anything up, but these are all coming off absolutely fine. So out we go, loosening that. And you can see the brake fluid is now releasing slowly. Right, and I'll come back when that's done. So that's done, it's freed up and ready to go back into the new cylinder when that turns up. I'm actually removing this just to make sure I definitely buy the right master cylinder before I order anything, so this is quite important that we do this as soon as possible. And this is a channel first. We're actually collecting the fucking spillages. You can see I've just removed the light from the drive shaft. I know it's on the steering wheel, which lets you see everything that's going on in the footwell with no issues. So on with the more extractions. This has been leaking since, so it's gonna go, which is great. I'm very aware that there's some cable ties that need clipping off, so we've got some snips to get rid of those, and we'll go from there. And a couple of boots to remove by the looks of it. Okay, so that's off. Excellent. We'll be getting some leakage there. Are we catching that? Fucking hell, that sounds heavy bleed. We got a heavy bleed. Yeah, man, that's good. So we'll let all that come out. That'll be draining that extra master cylinder reservoir thing that's now in there. What else? So that's gone. Excellent. I think is there another one down there to do? Seems that way. So next bit is to remove this end. So it looks like our best friend for that top one that goes to the pedal piston thing is a 5/8. That all seems to be coming away just nice. Doing the old dance with the spanner. There's not a lot of room to get this done. Good one. Well, 2 inches at a time, maybe. Half a turn at a time. It's coming away. Right, I'll let you know when this is out. I don't know how long it's going to take. So as you can see, the brake pedal is now free. There you go, of that. So it's basically screwing into that end. I don't know if I can show you really, because it's a bit of a pain to get. But yeah, it was screwing onto that. I don't know if you can see, shadows, that screw. So you go in counterclockwise to undo this, and you'll watch this travel down the car because it's been pushed away. But now that's freed up, so that can go out the way. And hopefully I can now, maybe, that is the cylinder removed. Wow. Okay, so is it an original? Who knows? We'll have a look in a minute. So I'm using your camera eyes to see what's down there, if anything at all. And that looks like a no. So we just have the one brake line coming out there, which goes to a T-junction, which runs to the front and back brakes. This is basically the extra feed from the new master cylinder that lives on the bulkhead, which stops you having to top up the master cylinder here, which is apparently a great idea and it really helps. But I don't see the problem. Once this was all cleaned up and done and dusted, I think filling up here is completely plausible and nice, and we'll have a new plate on there and it'll be great. And then that goes in hand with under here where you'd be doing your gear oil. That's under there somewhere. So servicing back in the day, a lot of it was done from the cabin, which is pretty cool, I think. But I'm going to clean this up so we can see what the crack is with the rust down here and if it needs seeing to. I think this is a nice job for the old spark plug brush, just to get the shite out and see what we're playing with here. Mostly carpet fibre, obviously brake fluid. I don't know how dangerous brake fluid is for metalworks. I know it's not good for your paint. Gives you a nice opportunity to let this dry out, because I don't think we're due any rain for once. So let's give it a clean. And go from there. I reckon a bit of maintenance spray to displace any water, anything else, and then give it a wet wipe down with my new favourite. I forgot what they're called now. I will show you, but they're really cool wipes for your hands, for your car, for your tools, for absolutely everything, and they do a good job. They're probably evil chemicals. Smells nice though. So a good thing to know, that hole that was there the whole time and leaking is there on purpose to replace, well, to obviously get rid of any leaks that will inevitably happen in here when you start dismantling your brake system. So I'm going to say that's clean enough for now, ish. And yeah, let's order a new master cylinder and see what we're actually playing with. And unfortunately, that is job stop for the MORRiS until that new cylinder turns up, which I'm excited about because we're going to get some actual work done going forward. I never thought I'd get to this point, to be honest. I get sparks of enjoyment out of this. Not enjoyment, what is it? Can't think of the word. But basically, sometimes the fire ignites and these things become really important to me. Sometimes they just turn off because I've run out of really, not patience, but drive. So yeah, inspiration is the word I was looking for. Inspiration time is what we're running on now. And yeah, we've made massive progress. There she is. So let's find that part number and buy one online. I think they're about 60 to 80 quid, maybe 45 for a shit one, but we'll see what the best case scenario is.